they might get confused. It doesn't mean that we need to do it as often as possible, but it really can refer to any amount of time. And specifically here, it means on a yearly basis, on the same day, over many, many years. And don't you think that really makes sense? As humans, normally, when we want to remember or celebrate important dates, we usually do it on that one day every year. I see that you're married. I'm sure you celebrate your wedding anniversary every day, on the day every year, but you don't celebrate it on a weekly basis, I'm sure. Am I right? Right, exactly. So I'm sure you would agree it makes sense that we should commemorate this very important day once a year so that we can keep it sacred and not take it for granted. Great. That's an excellent point. Logically, if we determine that it should be once a year, the next step should be what day? So this Passover, this was an arrangement that Jesus and his disciples were celebrating on that night. And it was something the Israelites had done for centuries. However, on this night, Jesus was actually fulfilling that Passover, starting a new institution to surpass that we should commemorate his new evening meal on that same date. Don't you think that makes sense? You might actually notice, if you look at your calendar, modern-day Jews, when they celebrate the Passover, it might not be on the same day that Jehovah's Witnesses have their memorial. I know it might be strange at first, but there's actually a reason for that. And that's because when Jesus and his disciples and all the Israelites celebrated the Passover, it was on the first visible new moon of the spring equinox. Now, modern-day Jews, when they celebrate Passover, they do it on the astronomical new moon, which may occur about a day or a day and a half before it's actually visible, before you can actually see it. So that's why maybe on the calendar it might be a day off or so. But we as Jehovah's Witnesses, we think we should really celebrate this memorial occasion on the same time that Jesus did it with his disciples, which is on Nisan 14, the visible new moon. So we'd love if you could come with us. We'd be happy to have you there, and so you can appreciate this special occasion. Sure, we'd love to pick you up. My beautiful wife and I can be here, say about 6 o'clock. Great.
For stepping in. We appreciate all those who were able to substitute tonight.